Hello and welcome to GOA365's English News Bulletin. I am Subhashish and these are the headlines. Goa saw moderate to heavy rainfall accompanied by lightning, thunder and strong winds late last night. This will continue till 28th April. It just needs a little bit of rain for the Bambolim Kujira subway next to JMC to flood, and it looks as if the authorities don't have any solution to it. Is it another minister, another promise? Time will tell. The new waste management minister, Atanasio Babush Montserrat, promised today that the Sonsodo dump issue will be solved permanently within the next 12 to 18 months. A Twitter post on the Goa Electricity Department has netizens in shock, but it actually underlines the deep malaise and the helplessness felt by the department employees as successive ministers have failed miserably to redress electricity problems in the state. And now for the news in detail. The flooding of the subway at Bambolim Kujira area, where the premier hospital of the state, GMC, multiple school complexes and a stadium are present, seems to be proving as an impossible task for the authorities to solve. Here's more.
The subway, being the only safe path for students to cross the highway for the bus stop, has now left students having to choose between crossing the busy 4-lane highway amid traffic or wade through knee-high water filled with garbage. Vehicles too have to find alternative routes to reach the hospitals, as cars too cannot pass through the flooded subway. While flooding has been an issue here for years now, garbage too has now begun to cause nuisance, especially with GMC on one end and an entire schooling complex on the other. With the subway being an important access road for students and patients, the authorities seem to be either overwhelmed with the task of solving the flooding or ignorant to the issue entirely. As more unusual thunderstorms are forecasted and monsoon soon approaching, the subway seems to be in dire need of attention, as children and hospital visitors frequently use the subway. Vincent Rosario for GOA365 from Bambolim.
Goa Solid Waste Management has set a target to complete entire remediation legacy waste by December 2022. Corporation's MD Levinson Martin said. However, this is a temporary solution. The Sonsodo issue will be solved permanently within next 12 to 18 months with new plants coming on board, Waste Management Minister Atanasio Babush Montserrat said. Here's more.
The Sonsodo issue has once again become hot burning issue after the garbage catching fire incident started repeating again this year. The fire at Sonsodo caught fire twice, with citizens expressing doubt over the incident. Now fresh efforts are being put in solve issue of Sonsodo garbage once for all. Solid Waste Management Minister Babush Montserrat held inspection of Sonsodo along with GSWMC officials, Marga MLA Digambar Kamath, Fatota MLA Vijay Sartesa and Kurtorim MLA Alex Regina Lorenzo. Listen to the roadmap explained by MD and Babush.
Our roadmap is one is remediation which we want to complete. We are doing maximum possible by May end before the monsoon start, then we have to stop. And post monsoon, if it remains, because we don't know as of now if there is any quarry inside, we can't make out. If that is there, it may be delayed by next December. This December 22, entire remediation has to come to complete. With this, we will create a land at the old shed around 3,000 square meters, for which one retaining wall will be constructed. We will backfill it to put our future roadmap into action. That is to biodigester. There are a lot of incidental equipment required. Wave bridge, your aeration tank, your settling tank, lot of things are required. It is just like a mini plant of our Saligam plant.
We intend to set up two plants of 25 ton per day capacity. That is the biodigester to manage the waste of the MMC. Now, for that, we have put certain conditions to the municipality, which my colleague has agreed basically to comply with those conditions to set up this plant. It will take around 12 to 18 months to complete.
Next 18 months.
Yeah.
So hopefully by next.
Be rest assured, we have found a solution for this problem.
We will have a coordination between the municipality and the Solid Waste Management Corporation, for which nodal officers are being implemented, are being already nominated, appointed, and from my point of view, I am saying that that we are happy with the remediation work that is being done by the Solid Waste Management Corporation.
DPR will be ready. DPR will give you details, how many plants, what type of plants, everything will be clear in the DPR. Based on the DPR, they will start calling for tender.
All your doubts will be cleared on the DPR. We are in serious business. When I say I'm in a serious business, it is serious business. There is no question of asking what are my thoughts of the meeting. You see, we are very clear. Please remember, we are here to do serious business. I said I'm going to fight with anybody, whoever it takes for me to complete the job.
Mormuga Municipal Council will hand over a shed to GSWMC for the purpose of remediation. No fresh garbage would be dumped here from now on, Levinson Martin said.
Now municipality is taking some decision, you can announce that, sir, to hand over that land to the Waste Management Corporation for a permanent solution. Once we take over, we will not allow any waste to be dumped anywhere inside because we have to work on a permanent solution. For which within next 15 days we are going to come up with a detailed project report. That project report, then we have to put up the tender system and all that into place. Before even finishing the waste, we will work on that so that we are parallelly working. We don't wait till we finish it all. We hope to finish substantial quantity before May end. But if it remains, then again you have to cover up as per the procedure and start again in October, November, December. So next 3 months, in my opinion, we have to be able to finish the entire thing.
The reason behind the fire in Sonsodo garbage is due to rising temperature. There is no man-made incident behind it.
I am sure that this problem will be tackled once for all. Now there are certain, I think some days back when I was out of station, they said some fire got up. See, this is not a man-made disaster actually. This is some of the guesses. Now I think I am not technically basically competent to explain the details. I think MD will explain to you on that.
Sometimes maybe because of intervention of man-made, maybe somebody small, this can come up, spark can also give a big one, and fire takes place because temperature is already high. With waste itself, temperature goes to about 50-55 degrees centigrade. Inside the shed, if you go, it is high. Outside also it is high. And suppose sometimes maybe somebody smokes, or I don't say it is there, but otherwise also with that heat, because that's why you must realize even if the fire brigade stops the fire, it goes on burning for days together because the heat is already there inside. So these are the issues, but we have also asked the municipality to be careful because these days again it can happen because the temperature is also very high outside, inside also.
आज मडगांवच्या सनसडे प्लांटाचेर बाबूश मनसरात ताणें विजीट दिली. ताच्या वांगडा फातोडेचो आमदार प्लस कुडतोरेचो आमदार आनी मडगांवचो आमदार दिगंबर कामत हे आशिल्ले आनी हे सगळे अधिकारी आशिल्ले. हे अधिकाऱ्यांक घेवन तांणी पयलीं मिटींग केली प्लस लेविन्सन मार्टिन हांणी तांकां पावर पॉयंट प्रेजेंटेशन दाखयलें. मिटिंगे उपरांत मनसरात हांणी उलयता आसतना मिडियाक सांगलें की हांगा 2 TPD प्लांट येतले आनी बेगीनच्या बेगीन ह्यो सनसड्याचो जो इतली वर्साचो प्रश्न आसा तो सॉल्व जातलो म्हणून. GOA365 खातीर मडगांवच्या संदीप.
India has been seeing a steady uptick in daily COVID-19 cases for a couple of weeks now, with cities like Delhi, Mumbai and Bengaluru also noting a rise. A week ago, COVID-19 infections had jumped by 90% in India, crossing the 2000 mark in a day. These, along with the dominance of the BA2 variant of Omicron in India, have led to concerns about the fourth wave of COVID-19 infections in the country. Here's more.
The Drugs Controller General of India on Tuesday granted emergency use authorization to Bharat Biotech's Covaxin for the age group of 16 to 12 years and Covax for the age group 5 to 12 years. Zydus Cadila's 2-dose COVID-19 vaccine, meanwhile, has been approved for the 12 years and above population. 2,483 fresh cases for last 24 hours. 1,399 deaths reported for the last 24 hours. Daily positivity rate stands at 0.55%. Weekly positivity rate stands at 0.58%. Amid fresh COVID-19 concerns in different parts of the country and apprehensions of a possible fourth wave of the pandemic, the Karnataka and Chhattisgarh governments on Monday issued guidelines making wearing of face masks compulsory. Meanwhile, COVID-19 cases continued to surge at IIT Madras as 32 fresh infections were added on Tuesday, pushing the total tally to 111. With COVID-19 cases registering a spike in NCR, Uttar Pradesh, Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath on Tuesday stressed for taking preventive measures and significantly increasing testing to combat the threat in the state. Minimum 1.5 lakh tests should be performed every day and all necessary arrangements should be made for the treatment of infected persons, he said. Three-quarters of Beijing's 22 million people lined up for COVID-19 tests on Tuesday as authorities in the Chinese capital raced to stamp out a nascent outbreak and avoid the debilitating citywide lockdown that has shrouded Shanghai for a month. Having seen the struggles of China's commercial hub to meet the basic needs of its increasingly frustrated 25 million residents, people in Beijing were stocking up on foods and supplies. Bureau Report GOA365.
We will take a short break. Stay with us. Welcome back. Netizens were taken aback after the State Electricity Department's Twitter handle admitted a human side and its accompanying frustration over the state of the power situation in the state. The tweet has since gone viral across the country. Here's more.
With the power outages in the state becoming more a norm than an exception, netizens had taken to Twitter to voice their frustration. However, in a surprising turn of events which took netizens by shock, the Goa Electricity Department replied to a tweet very honestly and candidly. However, after the tweet went viral across platforms across the country, Goa Electricity Department once again posted a tweet to affirm netizens that the account wasn't hacked, reading, "I do not think a hacker would work so late to lose his sleep and interact with you all in a pleasing way. Watch." Bureau Report GOA365.
When the setting between departments to promote illegalities fail, the blame ultimately falls on the MLA. Porvorim MLA and Tourism Minister Rohan Khaunte charged on Tuesday. Khaunte demanded that the Chief Minister from an SIT and book all land grabbing cases. Here's more.
A few days prior, a complaint was filed that illegal hill cutting activity was going on at Salvador do Mundo Panchayat. Upon inspection along with police, TCP and department concerned, it was found that the entire area fell under private forest. Immediate action will be taken on this issue and TCP will be asked to reverse the permission if the department does not show any legal documents. Rohan alleged that there is a syndicate behind this who is using the government officials to fulfill their agenda.
खंयचीच डिपार्टमेंटा कडेन आतां घेतल्यार रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी करून घेना एक्सेस समज ताका डायरेक्ट दाखयता सकयल्यान खंयच्यान आनी इट इज लिगल वी हॅव नो इश्यूज बट इलिगलिटी प्रमोट करता आसतना डिपार्टमेंट समज आसात बाकीचे आसा वी हॅव अ प्रॉब्लेम कित्याक शेवटी दोंगर घेवपी एक आसता कापपी दुसरो आसता जांकां हांगा पर्वरीचे कांयच लेणे देणे ना हू आर डुईंग समथींग फॉर देयर ओन इंट्रस्ट आनी जेन्ना डिपार्टमेंट्स इनवॉल्ड अशें आसा कनायवन्स तातूंत वाट लागतकर शेवटी आमदाराचेर डायरेक्ट येता की आमदार दोंगर कापता आमदार डोंगर हें करता आमदार डोंगर ग्रॅब करता हे एलिगेशन्स आय हॅव हर्ड इनफ ड्युरींग द असेंब्ली टायम आय एम ऑलरेडी आज द चीफ मिनिस्टर की ह्या टायमार SIT जाल्यार SIT फॉर्म करपाक जाय आनी पूर्ण तरेन जितले लँड ग्रॅबिंग केसीस आसा सगळ्यो लँड ग्रॅबिंग केसीस बूक जावनी सगळ्यांचेर केसीस जावनी दीस एलिगेशन्स वीच हॅव कम दीस आर द सेम ग्रूप ऑफ पीपल हू आर मॅन्युप्युलेटिंग अलॉंग एट पंचायत लेवल विथ द सरपंच एंड अदर पीपल टू एन्श्योर दीस थिंग्स आर डन आमदाराच्या नात्यान आनी आज रुलींग गव्हर्मेंटाच्या हातून आसून आय वील एन्श्योर दॅट immediate action is taken on this issue. तो घेता आसतना डिपार्टमेंटा कडल्यान रिपोर्टूय मागिल्ले आसा ताणें समज लिगल कितें आसा जाल्यार प्रोड्यूस करचें नाल्यार वी हॅव आस्क्ड TCP टू री-इन्स्पेक्ट एंड रिवर्स द परमिशन फॉरेस्ट काडटा कॉन्ट्रॅक्टाचेर घालता TCP काडटा आनी कोणाच्या नांवार परमिशन दिता घेतला आनी कोणें जाल्यार हें कशें जाता तें म्हाका कळना सो आय थिंक इन्वेस्टिगेटींग दीस वन इश्यू एज अ सॅम्पल वी वील नो पूण अशेंच सुकूर जॉसवाड्यार जाल्लें हीच सिंडिकेट थंय आशिल्ली हीच सिंडिकेट हांगा परत आयल्या एंड माय क्लियर चार्ज इज दे आर युजींग गव्हर्मेंट ऑफिसीस एट दॅट लेवल वीच नीड व्हेरी स्ट्रिक्ट एक्शन ताच्या खातीर SIT मागप आय वील इमिजिएटली मूव ऑन नोट आस्किंग फॉर SIT आस्किंग फॉर दिस टायप ऑफ केसीस टू बी इन्वेस्टिगेटेड जे फ्रॉड जाल्या फाटीं ते कुमुदतीन जावं सेरुलाचे नाल्यार प्रायवेट लँडान जावं हे फ्रॉड आमी नजरेक हाडिल्ले ऑपोजिशन आसतना सुद्दां ताजी नोट गेल्ली आसा वी वील आस्क फॉर SIT टू बी फॉर्म्ड a special investigating team who will only look at these matters and get the relevant departments to answer what questions are being raised.
Amar Chhawaria for GOA365 from Porvorim.
Famous for its glistening sea water and palm-fringed sandy beaches, tourists from all over the country flock to Goa. However, with tourists, a mindset of vacationing seems to be throwing caution out of the window. With over 30 rescues over the Easter weekend and 3 over the past week, the number of incidents on the beaches of Goa have seen some rise. Here's more.
A 30-year-old male from Thane was rescued by a lifesaver using a rescue tube at Banali Beach. Subsequently, at Rajbagh Kankond, lifesaver saved a 45-year-old male from Bihar using a rescue tube and a surfboard. The third rescue was of a child aged 3 years from Hyderabad at Dudhsagar by a lifesaver using the rescue tube. In another incident, Drishti Marine provided medical assistance to a transgender at Anjana who was heavily intoxicated and was found unconscious a few meters away from the shoreline. Meanwhile, 2 children at Kolva Beach, both aged 6, one from Margao and one from Ahmednagar, were reported missing by their respective mothers. They were later found at Kolva itself and were subsequently handed over to their mothers by the lifesaver after confirmation and in the presence of police officials. While lifeguards are mainly involved in rescue of distressed swimmers, the issue of drinking at beaches and no policing of tourists at such sites has to be given more attention. Bureau Report, GOA365.
Goa Governor P.S. Sridharan Pillai today said that efforts would be made to promote tourism in Goan villages. He also said that he is taking efforts to make sure that crucial issues of the people will reach the government's ears. Here's more.
Village tour is there. I have already covered about 100 villages. So my idea is to cover almost all villages in Goa. Public workers are consider that the people are supreme. So as a governor, instead of sitting simply in the Rajbagh, instead of that I am going to the people and meeting the people. And in a way, during my visit to village areas, normally tourists are attracted to beach areas and other things. Tourists from all over the world are coming. But our villages are, I think, equally or more beautiful on the point of view of environment and other most modern people's thinking is in their life. Simply enjoying nature itself is a part of tourism. So like that I satisfied myself that within this 10 months, I am a governor of Goa over the last 10 months. And, I am very happy to see that people are good at heart and our MLAs and others, they are also working hard. And our village culture, according to Gandhiji, Bharata Darshan, you can see only through villages. So our villages are more beautiful and their real production is also, especially in the agricultural field, is going on there, and people's hard work. At the same time, I am looking into their problems also. I will convey it to the elected government from the central as well as state. Through that process, we will cooperate with the people and for their welfare we will do. That's only India. And already Kankona, southern part, already the entire villages in Kankona Taluka covered. And this is the northern part. There also, I hope I will be able to
full
visit
day
to all the villages.
Sir, full day you are in Penne Taluka. So what you feel, sir?
Penne is a ancient temple is here, and people's culture is also the cultural thinking level and activities are also in fact appreciated by me. And through this purpose, I am also studying things. Being the first citizen of Goa, it is my bounden duty to see the people in and around the Goa. And through that process, Goa is one of the richest states in India.
We will take a short break. Stay with us. Welcome back. Initiated in November of 2021 by Father Ramiro Lewis, the Crescendo Music School put up its Mercy concert to celebrate the presence of the risen Christ at St. Xavier's Basketball Court on the 24th. The choir, which was led by Raj Fernandez de Pietro and featured 67 young voices trained in vocals and soft skills. The Mercy concert highlighted 11 hymns and prayers in 5 different languages, Latin, Italian, English, Konkani and Hindi.
क्रेसेंडो चिल्ड्रन्स कॉयर जावन आसा एक उत्सव गुणाचो, स्वादीक ताड्यांचो, स्वादीक वाजोतरांचो आनी वाजोवप्यांचो. आनी आमी हो प्रोग्राम, हो कॉन्सर्ट ऑफ मर्सी हाडूंक जरी तर आमी हांगा पावले जाल्यार हे गूण जे देवान आमकां दिल्ले आसात ते आमी समोरूंक पावले, कित्याक आमी एकठांय आयले. राज Fernandez has been one of the main stirrer of this program. God bless him, because the talent that he has, and when it is put for the glory of God, the outcome that comes is immense. God bless every person who is part of the Crescendo Children's Choir.
You are my strength when I am weak. You are the treasure that I seek. You are my all in all. Seeking you as a precious jewel. Lord, to give up, I'd be a fool. You are my all in all.
Really fun and challenging. More than training them, the best thing I like about this choir is like every child, they have so much love and respect for you, that which is making me do wonders.
Now for the weather. Most of Goa reported moderate to heavy rainfall late last night. The highest amount of rainfall was reported from Penne, which received a total of 6.58 centimeters of rain. Some areas even reported thunderstorms with intense lightning and strong winds. Rainfall helped bring down soaring temperatures yesterday, with minimum temperatures falling 5 degrees Celsius below the forecast value of 27 degrees Celsius.
Rainfall is expected to continue until the 28th. There may be thunderstorms with lightning and strong winds on the 26th and 27th. As such, locals are advised to exercise necessary caution. Maximum temperature will rise by 1 to 2 degrees Celsius in the next 48 hours, following which it is expected to fall by 1 to 2 degrees Celsius. Maximum and minimum temperatures will hover around 36 degrees Celsius and 26 degrees Celsius respectively today. There are no other weather or fishermen warnings issued so far. Rainfall to continue until the 28th. Thunderstorms to be accompanied with lightning, strong winds on the 26th and 27th. Maximum temperature to rise by 1 to 2 degrees Celsius in the next 48 hours before returning to normal. Maximum and minimum temperatures today 36 degrees Celsius and 26 degrees Celsius respectively. There are no other weather or fishermen warnings issued. Bureau Report, GOA365 with inputs from IMD.
With that, we have come to the end of this news bulletin. Take care, stay safe and keep watching GOA365.